Consider the following for the next two questions. Assume a sample of continuous random variables x1, x2 and so on xn such that expectation of xi is mu and variance of xi is sigma square. So mu1 hat is equals to xn and mu2 hat is nothing but 1 by n plus 1 summation xi. Now we need to consider the following statements about the unbiasedness and consistency. So first of all, like if we consider, like we are having, our setup is something like this. We're having x1, x2 and so on xn, they are IID, and we were given expectation of xi is mu and variance of xi is sigma square, which is greater than 0. So mu1 hat, mu1n is nothing but xn, which is nothing but the last observation, and mu2 comma n is nothing but 1 by n plus 1 summation I is equals to 1 to n xn or xi. So basically that's the mean with the divisor of n plus 1. So first if we consider expectation of this mu hat 1 comma n, we can clearly see it is expectation of xn, and since they are IID, it is nothing but mu. So therefore we can clearly see it is unbiased. Whereas expectation of mu hat comma 2 comma n, which is 1 by n plus 1 summation I is equals to 1 to n expectation of xi, which is nothing but 1 by n plus 1 into mu plus mu n times. So basically n mu, n by n plus 1 times mu. So we can clearly see for n greater than 1 this is biased because like it underestimates mu value since it is always smaller than this mu. So therefore statement 1 is correct for unbiasedness, statement 2 is wrong. So like option A is correct. Now if we consider the second statement, so the second statement says, so consider the following statements for consistency. So now like as n tends to infinity, xn remains as the individual random variable with mean mu and variance sigma square. So it won't converge in probability to mu. So therefore it is not consistent. So that is mu 1 comma n hat. So that is not consistent. Whereas if we consider the second part, so the second part, like when this is going from infinity, when n is going to infinity, n by n plus 1 xn bar tends to xn bar. So that means xn bar is consistent for mu. And so therefore like mu hat 2 comma n tends to xn bar as n tends to infinity. So basically this is consistent, but mu1 hat is not consistent. So option B is the correct answer. So A and B are the correct options.